At the end of 2011, the traditionally slow-paced shooter was about to change significantly. World of Tanks developers wanted to give players a surprise Christmas present that would offer new sensations. The French tanks certainly made an entrance when they were introduced to the game. Their debut was like a nuclear blast on Prokhorovka in the middle of a battle, and there was even more to it. The released vehicles differed significantly from those the developers announced earlier. With their addition, these vehicles significantly changed the game. Take their speed, first of all. Even today, French tanks are considered to be very fast vehicles in World of Tanks. The slow-paced shooter was picking up speed rapidly. Secondly, their armor. Their protection left much to be desired, so players often called them paper-thin tanks. Some French vehicles could even be penetrated from the front with HE shells. And finally, France was the first nation in the game to have high-tier light tanks. Perfect light tanks, we must say. For instance, the overpowered AMX 1390 that occupied Tier 7. The French tech trees followed their own special rules. That is to say, players had to put a lot of effort in to reach the really powerful tanks. The gameplay of the French vehicles varied significantly at each new tier. For example, the slow and hulking AMX 38, though it was a Tier 3 light tank, it looked and played more like a heavy. Or the AMX 40, the duck tank, a round-shaped dread machine that bounced all incoming shells like they were nothing. Upon reaching higher tiers, players got to know quite different vehicles. Vehicles were far less protected, but boasted significant speed. They also received the most distinctive feature of the French vehicles, the magazine loading system, or simply magazines. The main idea is that a vehicle can fire several shells in a row with just a small delay between shots, a couple of seconds, but the magazine needs much more time to reload. Tankers who reached the top medium and heavy French tanks and learned how to use their magazines could unleash their power to the fullest. The famous Batshat featured a 100mm gun, a clip of 6 shells, and good speed, so it could either spot enemy vehicles or give them a beating. Meanwhile, the AMX 50B enjoyed catching the IS-7 or the Mouse in the middle of reloading. The introduction of the French vehicles was a turning point in World of Tanks. Some players were enthusiastic about these changes, while the others preferred the good old tanks. Still, it was crystal clear for all tankers. The game was never going to be the same from then on.